Episode 3 The Tower. Ages and ages ago, near the beginning of time, all human beings on the earth spoke one language. God had told them to go and live in every part of the earth, but they didn't listen. Instead, they settled in one place beside the river Euphrates. There they learned how to make bricks, and the bricks gave them ideas. They dreamed of building a great city with thick walls and a huge temple inside the walls with its roots down deeper than the earth and its top as high as heaven. So they started to build. As the walls grew thicker and the temple grew higher, they became more and more proud of themselves. We can do anything, they thought. We're as great as God himself, if not greater. His plan for us to scatter all over the earth is stupid. We'll stay here and become famous. God looked at their fine city and their tall temple. To him they looked tiny, but he knew what the builders were thinking. Before long the whole earth would be ruined again. He could see that. He had to put a stop to them. God smiled to himself as he put his plan into action. "Pass me another brick," one of the builders said one day, and his workmate replied, "Yes, isn't it a lovely day?" "The view is fantastic from up here," another one exclaimed, and his friend scowled at him and said, "Stop saying rude things about my nose." "We must be near heaven by now," a third one said, and the woman next to him cried, "What do you mean my husband looks like a toad?" God was making them speak different languages. They couldn't understand one another. Fights broke out, and things got so serious they had to stop building. In the end, they had to give up living in the city altogether. They went off in groups to different parts of the world according to the different languages they spoke. They left the city and the great temple behind. The deserted buildings fell into ruin and became no more than piles of rubble. People called the place Babel, because that was where God mixed up the languages and turned them into Babel. Babel. God's plan had worked. Human beings were scattered over the whole earth now, as he had wished. But how could the world become what he really wanted it to be? How could the earth and everything in it become beautiful again and very good as it was at the beginning? God needed another plan.